Diona, I hate you, and I'm not gonna explain any further. So many people are gonna be so mad at this. I'm gonna get so much hate over this. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Now, I will say, he does have communication issues, but that can be fixed, and I can fix him. Hey there, it's Brittany Bun. Today we're gonna have some fun with figuring out my relationship with Genshin characters. No one asked for this video, but here I am, making it anyway. I was watching this person online. They made this tier list of Genshin characters that they would date and who they would be friends with and who they would be enemies with. And I just thought it was such a fun idea because like I've always wanted to do a list like this, but I never really thought of what would be interesting or fun to do. But when I saw her do that, I was like, oh wow, this okay, my stuff is creaking. Okay, stop. But I was just thinking like, wow, this would probably be pretty fun to do. So I wanted to give it a shot because it seems like fun and it seems like something that you enjoy. And I know it's a little bit different from my gaming stuff, but this is related to games in a way. And I really hope that you enjoy it. And if you end up liking it, like, you know, the like button, she's right there. She's been waiting a long time for you to notice her, and you're her senpai. It's the least you can do. And the subscribe button, also thinking the same thing. Just give them a chance, okay? Now, as you can see on the bottom, NPCs like Catherine or Devalin are not on this list. We're only going to be focused on playable characters. For those of you who like Tori, you're insane and you're a sadist. I'm sorry to be the first one to tell you. To explain these tiers, each tier is based on a song on my Spotify playlist. So I'm gonna start from the bottom. Now we're here. That's stupid, edit that out, please. For the bottom tier, we have I Hate You by SZA. SZA? Fake fan, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. So this tier, it basically means
I hate this person, they ruined my life, burned my crops, lived by my children, stole my car, set a break in my house. I hate them, and I don't want to interact with them at all.
The next tier we have is Chosen Family by Arina Sawayama. It's just like the song when she says, I chose you, you chose me. We're family, you know? These are like the people that can see fitting familial roles like parents or siblings or even my own children. My little duckies, my little geese babies. After that, we got You Got a Friend in Me, which is pretty self-explanatory. It just means that I ate their friend and now their friend lives inside of me. After that, we have Leave the Door Open, which is basically, hey, you and me, we definitely have chemistry, so I'm gonna leave the door open for you in case you want to move in. So it's like I got a crush on you, you got a crush on me, and you know, maybe we dated, maybe we were thinking about dating, but it didn't happen, but it's still open. We might end up together, we might not. Depends on how fate decides to treat us for the rest of our lives. The final one we have is I Can Hear the Bells from Hairspray. It means I'm walking down the altar with this person and we're getting married. They're giving me a ring. I'm giving them a ring. It probably means there's going to be quite a few people in that tier, which means I would have married multiple people in that universe, maybe at the same time. And you know what? In this universe, I'm King Solomon. I get them all, and I just want more. You know, gotta catch them all. I'm Ash Ketchum, or I'm YN. You know, I'm that girl, the main character, you know, all that stuff. Just like in real life. If I've mispronounced anyone's names, let me know. But just know that you're getting blocked. Okay? I'm gonna mostly go in order, but I want to start with the Travelers first. The Travelers, it's, you know, it's weird because, like, even though you play as the Traveler, I don't know if you personally would see them as, like, your significant other, because I consider them myself, and if I date myself, is it self-care or is it incest, you know? Honestly, for the Travelers, I consider them my siblings, so they're going to be in the chosen family category. I just feel like either will be like the type to set the stove on fire, and Lumen, she's that big sister that if you get bullied, She's gonna kill your bully. Next up we have Albedo. Also, some characters, I'm not gonna know all of their lore or like their backstory or like every bit of dialogue that they said. So if I misinterpret something or if I forget something, I'm sorry. I'm only human. I wish I was more, but at the same time, I love being human. So forgive me if I kind of put Albedo in the I hate you category. Well, actually, no. I'll put him in the chosen family category. Amber, not gonna lie, she kind of annoys me, but I do see her as a friend because like Amber, she got your back. She's like a real ride or die. So she's gonna be in the you've got a friend in me category because I did eat one of her friends. I did. Ayaka. Technically, we have dated because that one weird side quest that we did with her where we're walking in the festival with her, you know, the one where like the vendors indicated that you could buy stuff but never actually put the items in your inventory and it was just useless. But as a character, I wish they would have done more with her. I would say she's in the you've got a friend in me category. She definitely had our backs in the story. Barbara, my girl. She's a friend, a true friend. Actually, I'm gonna put her as number one. Hello? Get over here. I just love Barbara. She is so underrated. Like, people hate her because, you know, she applies the wet status on you. The wet status. But she's so nice and so sweet. I don't like people, like, she's your first healer in the game. Like, cut her some slack. She's doing her best, okay? Let's see. Beto. She's so multifaceted, you know? Because she's most definitely a MILF, but at the same time, dang, I don't know, because like, I have a thing for pirates. I love pirates so much. You know what? I'ma leave the door open. Bennett, look, it's not that I hate Bennett as in he like ruined my life in a way that it's so many people are gonna be so mad at this. I'm gonna get so much hate over this. Bennett, he's cool. He's definitely a friend. I'll always be there for you. But it's like, I hate what he brings. Like, he must have done something in a past life to have all this bad luck. Like, what did this boy do to just have havoc follow him wherever he goes? And I think that's valid. You know what? I don't care. I don't care. Popsicle Boy. I'm gonna call him that, Popsicle Boy. Let's see. Let me really think about him. I love his design, but it's also like, not because I hate him. It's because, in my opinion, where I'm at in the story, he is not developed enough for me to form an actual opinion. Okay, you know what? I might change the I hate you category. I might add another one, actually. The first song that's coming to mind is Don't You Forget About Me, specifically the Victorious variation. I'm gonna add another tier. Don't you forget about me. So, okay, we're changing it, okay? Don't You Forget About Me is like people I don't really vibe with, but I'm not gonna forget you, okay? It's not your fault that your character wasn't developed, okay? Are you happy now? Okay, I fixed it. It's fine. All right. Ooh, D-Luke, that's my man right there. Okay, D-Luke, he gets a lot of hate, and I don't understand it. Like, sure, he makes you lose your 50-50 sometimes. Like, okay, he's a claymore and his movements are really slow. Like, okay, like, what else is wrong with him? Nothing. Now, I will say, he does have communication issues, but that can be fixed, and I can fix him. People, they give D-Luke so much hate because, you know, what he did in the past or whatever, his trauma, he didn't handle it well. Does any man handle his trauma well? I just want to say that the only time people care about him is if they're talking about Kaya, which, you know, valid. As an individual, people don't really talk about him. He gets so much hate, and I don't like that because it's not fair. Guys, he's the Dark Knight. He's literally Batman. He's rich. He has his own business. He fights crime at night. He wears black all the time. He has a Robin. I know it's not a Robin. I'm just making parallels or whatever. He's like, that's a real handsome man, okay? He is canonically handsome in the universe, and everyone's in love with him, especially that one chick that talks about him 24/7. Does she ever sleep? But realistically, I probably wouldn't marry him though. But I think there's a future there. If he would just, stop talking and soliloquies all the time and just acting like he's in the most tragic Shakespearean play of all time, I think we could have something. Diona, I hate you, and I'm not going to explain any further. Fischl, she's real dramatic and over the top, but I love that about her. She's literally like D-Luke. They have to be related somehow, the way that they do like their little monologues and I must overcome the darkness that plagues us in the night. But that's bestie right there. Next up we got Ganyu. At the point of the story that I'm in right now, she's not developed enough for me in order to give like a full opinion about her. I do like her playstyle. She has a really nice design. She's really cool and I want to get to know her more. So I'm gonna put her in the Don't You Forget About Me. Hu Tao, girl, that is bestie right there. Honestly, I think Hu Tao, I think she might be my favorite girl in the game. Like she's so funny. Yeah, she has like the most personality out of all the girls, and she's like quirky and funny, and her playstyle is amazing. She's so cool. I love her design. Next up is Jean, New Jeans, right here. I see her as a mother. She's very motherly. Ooh, who we got next? Oh my gosh, it's Kaya. Obviously Kaya is going and I can hear the bells. Are you kidding me? Like, when you do a tier like this, not only do you have to imagine yourself in this universe, but you also gotta imagine if you were to meet this person in real life, would you date them? Would you have a relationship with them to any capacity? And Kaya, in universe and in real life, I would take that man by his tiny little waist. Look at him. He's beautiful. And his new skin, it looks so good on him, and I wish the cutscene was longer of him showing it off. Man, Genshin cutscenes, you be doing like a quest for literally 6 hours, and it's all building up to a 10-second cutscene, maybe 15 seconds. Bro, those cutscenes be so short, and I try so hard to pay attention, but those frames, they go by so fast. But anyway, he's funny, witty, charismatic, intelligent, resourceful. I'm like that Lady Gaga meme. The only reason why he gets so much love is because of his potential lore, like all those theories of him being the Conria prince. I don't know. I still feel like he doesn't get enough attention because he's a 4-star character, and I feel like maybe in the future he's gonna end up being a 5-star. I feel like he's holding back, and that's what's great about him, because he's so humble, doesn't even want to show the extent of his full power, and he's good with kids, bro. But yeah, Kaya, for sure I'm marrying that man, for sure, dude. Ketching, it's Ketching, right? Ketchum, Ash Ketchum. I love her design. Her design is so cool. I would put her in the Don't You Forget About Me category, because she wasn't developed enough for me, but I think she's really cool. Klee, that's my child. That's literally my baby girl. That's my actual daughter. Alice who? No, I'm her mother. All right, I adopted her due to the child neglect from Alice. Me and Jean, we share custody. Oh wait, Jean's my mom. God. Okay, wait, no. Jean's my older sister, and Klee is my daughter. Klee is that daughter who I can't wait to pick up from daycare, because she's just so fun and so loving. I loved the Secret Summer Paradise event. That really showed me how wholesome Klee is, and how lovable she is, and how just her innocence heals people, literally mends relationships. Lisa, I'm sorry, she's not developed enough for me to categorize her. I promise we're gonna get to characters whose stories I actually know, so that we can keep this going. Wow, we still have so many left, and it's been 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Mona, I think when I first met Mona, I did not like her. Not like I hate her. Actually, I'll put it right here because it's not hate. Diona, I hate her. Why do I want to throw hands with a literal child? I don't know. Ask her. She knows what she did. Ningguang. She's honestly a rich baddie. She's bougie AF. Girl, the Jade Chamber, a house in the sky. She wants people to know that she got money. I see her as a rich aunt, to be honest. That's the aunt that will buy you McDonald's. She's not gonna ask you if you have McDonald's money. She got the McDonald's money. If you're in a fight with your mom, she's gonna come pick you up and be like, girl, let's go shopping. We need a Ningguang in our lives. Noelle, I see her hangout event. Was that a date? Because it felt like a date. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's falling for me. Oh my gosh. But Noelle, I see her as a friend, to be honest. She's like that one friend that would help you in your time of need and make you tea while she does it. She's gonna be like, you don't deserve him. You deserve better. Chi-Chi? Is that her name? People hate on her because they make her lose her 50-50. She makes people lose their 50-50, which, like, you know, valid, but, like, let's think beyond that. And I don't like the way that y'all disrespect my daughter. She is my daughter. She's the quiet kid. The kid that you drop her off at school, you know she's not going to cause any trouble. The teachers are probably going to forget that she's even there. Now, is she passing her classes? Barely. But she's hanging in there. Razor? That's my son. Sure. He's already got identity issues, having wolves for parents and also humans for parents, but he's also my son. So he has multiple moms, multiple dads, and I'm one of them. I'm one of the dads. He's like one of those kids, like one of the weird kids, you know. Sucrose. I see her as a person that has not gotten enough character development, in my opinion, so I can't form an opinion about her. She seems really sweet, and I really like her playstyle, and her design is actually really cute. A child, I hate you. I will probably never forgive him for what he did when we first met him. The betrayal, I can't. If a character betrays me after they were so nice to me, I can never forgive that. I don't know where that trauma comes from. But ever since the betrayal, I can't stand the sight of him. His freaking dead eyes. Don't look at me. I did like his story quest. I will say that. It humanized him, gave him like a few layers to his character, showed that he's not a heartless monster. He was just, serving the wrong people. But that doesn't mean that I can't be petty. Venti, that's bestie right there, bro. I love Venti. Venti, you're gonna go right here, actually. Venti is so cool. He's the best Archon. Fight me about it. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not even gonna attempt it. But she's also bestie, even though I don't know her name. She's one of those people. I've known her for so long that it's too awkward to ask what her name is. Zhao. In real life, I would probably not like him because he's pessimistic all the time. But I feel like he can be fixed by me, specifically. So I'm gonna leave the door open for him. And he's just cool. He'll always have your back. And name one other man that if you say his name, he's just gonna materialize out of nowhere. What other man can do that? Name one. Besides Shaggy. Zhao, I'll leave the door open for him, even though he's very angsty and he's just like, the darkness corrupts me. You need to stay away from me. I forgot his name. But at the same time, even though I forgot his name, I feel like he would also be a friend too, because of his love for books, and I feel like he would give really good book recommendations. And probably everyone who has ever said anything about him has said the exact same thing. But there's also a part of me that feels like he would say what book he's reading, but would be like, it might be too high of a level for you. It's only for real intellectuals that can understand the complexities of the blah, 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 blah. Oh shoot, I forgot her name. I actually want to cosplay her one day when I learn her name. She doesn't get enough attention. I probably saw her in 2 cutscenes. Still, that's bestie right there. Next up, we got Zhongli. Honestly, to be honest, in all honesty, Zhongli gets a lot of hate for his personality, but I don't think people realize how hilarious he is. He has to be the most dramatic Archon so far. One day he was like, you know what? I appreciate, all the praise and worship that I have had for these thousands of years, but you know what? I'm tired. I hate this job. Like, I'm ready to retire. I want to see the world. I want to travel with no money in my pocket. Like, I'm done with this. So on some sacred ceremony, he decides to be in one of his forms, which just happens to be like a dragon form, and fakes his death by falling out of the sky and plummeting to the ground, traumatizing everyone who attended the ceremony. That is hilarious. No one talks about that. All they talk about is osmanthus wine, where the people who remember the taste, or whatever he says. And also, he's really smart. I actually like those rants he goes on, because he's like really passionate about it. And he knows way more than anyone else would know about the subject, but he keeps it low key because, we love a man who doesn't brag. But at the same time, I love me a man who makes me feel dumb. But yeah, Zhongli, I would put him in the... Would he be bestie, or would he be... I think he would be a friend. I think he'd be like a really good friend, the one I can go to for advice, because he probably got just 10,000 variations of the same advice. And y'all should love him more. Stop talking about the osmanthus wine thing. There's more to him than his drinking problems, okay? Next up, do I even need to explain Rosaria? Like, one of my friends did tell me that, she had a tragic backstory. She's trying to heal from her trauma in the best way that she can. And, I get that. I appreciate that. But does that mean she has to be rude? No. That's in your control. Eula, I do not like her. And there's like a deeper reason as to why I dislike her. And it's because of her freaking story quest, where you had to do the stupid trial where you go to Dragonspine and you have to not get frozen. That, without a doubt, was the dumbest trial that I ever had to do, probably in my life. I would rather just do a freaking following an NPC mission where we're just going negative 100 miles per hour. I would rather that than to do that mission. You know how long it took me to finish that trial? Bro, it took me months because I kept getting frozen. It's like the dumbest, most random thing, and it had nothing to do with like what the story was about. It was so stupid. And ever since then, I just hate her. I hate her so much. Not to mention, I don't like her personality either. Like, she's so weird. Next up, we got Yanfei. She is my favorite. You get it. Next, we got Kazuha. Oh my gosh, Kazuha. Okay, let me explain first. Let me explain. Shut up. First of all, this man, he speaks poetically. He is soft-spoken. He is kind, compassionate, can smell you from a mile away. He's a warrior. He is a free spirit, a wandering samurai. Just goes wherever his heart takes him. He is a walking therapist. His story quest, he literally healed a sword that was evil. He literally did that. He saved the traveler from, that one time where we're about to get our head sliced. And he's really special to me because he was my first 5-star character. And I worked so hard to get him. And yeah, he's friendship level 10, but I want more than that. I want to go all the way. Kazuha, yes, he's up there. I am marrying that man. I love him. He's so cool. And he needs more screen time. Okay? Period. I don't know why this reminded me of that, but Kaya, I feel like out of all the men in this game, Kaya deserves to have the biggest butt. I don't understand why it's pancakes down there. That just seems cruel and unusual and unfair. And I feel like Kaya deserves to have a fatty. Yoimiya. That is Bessie right there, even though sometimes I can't stand her voice. Sayu, don't you forget about me category. Like, I was gonna put her as my daughter, but like she didn't get enough development for me. Maybe when I do her hangout event that will change, but at the moment, no. All right, now we got the Shogun. I will say that I really wanted so badly to like A, but she could have been so much better because they really hyped her up to be like this really intimidating leader, and she really was. But that first story quest, and y'all know the one I'm talking about, the one where we're just walking around town and everyone's freaking out because wow, the Shogun's here, even though she just tried to take away all of our visions and therefore tried to kill us. That story quest, it was so random and so weird. The second one definitely helped her character, but it wasn't enough for me. It was just so weirdly paced. Inazuma's story, like in itself, it was just so weirdly paced, and some characters did not get the development that they deserved, and it was just, I want it rewritten. Her design, I feel like they, for her being the Shogun, she shouldn't be like in short shorts, you know? That doesn't really fit her personality. Why does her sword come out of her boobs? I don't understand. Like, the way she is in my head, she is the coolest person, but just how she is story-wise, I just like, girl, she could have been written so much better, and it's so annoying because she could have been so cool, bro. Next we got Sarah, and she will be right next to A because, in my opinion, she didn't get enough development. Next up, we got Kokomi. That is family right there, bro. That is family. She's my aunt. To be honest, she was another character that didn't get enough development for me because this is becoming a rant video. But like they really made her out to be this really cool and calculating and strategic kind of leader, but then she was kind of like, oh well, what should I do? Like there are these people that they're from the Fatui, and I don't know if I should. She could have been written so much better, but I love her character design. Next up, Aloy. When I found out that she was in the game and I missed it, I was kind of upset because I loved Horizon Zero Dawn, even though I haven't finished playing it and haven't bought the second game, but forget it, we're gonna move past it. Aloy, I really liked Aloy in her game. In Genshin Impact, I don't know where she is placed in the story. I don't know how she fits in the story. How did this collab even happen? Who asked for this? That is one of my friends right there. Next up, we got Toma. And look, I know he's a male wife. I know he is. I know he does the cooking. Yes, he does the cleaning. Ever since Child betrayed me, I'm just so hesitant to trust people who are very nice and seem to know the answer to everything. And yes, that is my own trauma that I gotta work on. Okay, I'm working on a lot of stuff about me personally. Like he's very nice, and I just feel like he's gonna betray us at some point. See, Child, this is what you did to me. You made me this way. But I will put him in the friend category. Next up, we got Itto, Aritaki Itto, the one and only. Bro, Itto is the coolest, funniest, most charismatic character in this whole game. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I love Itto so much. I love like how he's like the epitome of the found family trope. Like he sees someone that's lonely and doesn't like themselves, or they were abandoned in some way, he's gonna adopt them. He will love them, and that is just so amazing. And like I know that he's like self-absorbed, he's arrogant, he's hot-headed and short-tempered and impulsive and all those things, but he's mine though. That's mine. I love Itto so much, and he's so funny. I love him so much. He's so cool, and that's my hubby right there. For like this tier, I cannot put them in a specific order of who I'm most likely to marry. And how can I possibly choose? Next up, we got Goro. It's weird. He's a general, but he comes off as like very twink. That's not the word I'm looking for. Next we got Shenhei. Shinhan. Her design is really cool. However, she's not developed enough for me. Actually, I did like her little backstory about where she originated from. She's stuck in between two worlds, wanting to be a part of the Adepti, but then wanting to be in the human world, which added some complexity to her. So, I wouldn't say she's my friend, but I would say I wouldn't forget about her, because she got some potential. Next is Yunjin. She needs more attention. In my opinion, she has the best character design in the game because her design really showed how much research went into her design, the love and care and detail that went into her design. She's not developed enough for me, but I still feel like we'll be friends. That we will have like little tea parties together and I will go to her plays and cheer her on, and I'm the loudest person in the crowd, and then someone in the back is like, shut the fuck up. Next up, we got Yai Mika. I would say that's an auntie. She's like another rich auntie, honestly. But she's like that auntie that would prank you. She would like play dead, pretend that she died while you guys were together, and then you're freaking out. And she's like, I got you. And then years later when you bring it up, she's like, what are you talking about? Next up we got Ayato. Some of you would want to marry this man, but I don't trust him. And I think I've only seen like maybe 2 cutscenes of him. And also, why is it in the Inazuma, I can't talk. Why is it in the Inazuma story quest, they were talking about him all the time, and we saw him maybe once? Like, that was suspicious to me. I'm like, did they do that on purpose? Like, is he like gonna like play a bigger role later? Or is he actually evil? Does he not exist? Is he actually dead? And like, but I also don't trust him. But not so much that I can put him in the hate category, but more in the don't you forget about me category, because I'm not gonna forget about you. Next is Yelan. Oh, I actually love her design. Her design is so cool. And I love her backstory of how she got her vision. I was about to go on a rant, but that'll be for a different video. If I met someone like her, I would not like her, to be honest. She's like one of those people, you gotta be like a level 5 friendship in order to get her real personality, and for her to stop being, all brooding and mysterious and, sexy and so I would say in the future we would definitely be friends. It's just like I'm gonna have to work for it. I'm gonna have to earn it. Kuki Shinobu, that's also a friend. Hazo, man, bro, he be flirting in the game. Have you heard his lines in the teapot? Bro, this man's thirsty. I would put him in the leave the door open category. He's cool, bro. He's cool, okay? And I can see a future if he would just, stop investigating these crimes but not arresting anyone, bro. We need to fill up these cells. Stop letting them go. We got too many criminals on the street. Next up, we got Tainari. Tainari is bestie. Oh, wait, bro. I got so many friends. Oh my gosh. Kale's voice actor is like the sweetest person, but I'm gonna put her in the friend category. I don't have much to say about her. I do love her design. Dory, it's not that like I hate her. I have no reason to hate you, actually. I just, I don't have enough information about her. Nilo, the voice actor, is a black queen, and I appreciate that. I personally didn't get enough development from her. Don't you forget about me. I'm sorry. Like, maybe one day I'll do this video again and I'll give the don't you forget about me some justice, but for now it's just like, Sino. Okay, people give Sino some hate, and I don't appreciate that, because like people, they always go on about the play styles, and that's like what determines if a character is good or not their personality, not their backstory or how they're developing in the story. All people care about is the play style. Sino is one of my mains, so I don't appreciate people disliking him. And also, he is funny. I don't care what anyone says, he's funny and he's me. So Sino, that is bestie. Candace, I see her as an aunt, but I also don't know much about her. She's like potentially right here, but she's actually right here. Nahida. What's crazy is that she's probably older than me, But that's my daughter. Layla, that's also my friend right there. I'm going fast because I'm sweating so much. Skara. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I never heard it out loud because I'd be flying through the cutscene, so I never heard how it's pronounced. Honestly, that's my annoying little brother. And like when I say annoying, I mean annoying. I mean like he reads my diary. He tells guys that I got a crush on them. Like he will go up to these three and be like, "Hey, she wants to marry you and do stuff with you." And just ruin my life. He's literally the little brothers in every Disney Channel original movie. He will literally ruin your life and laugh while he does it. But then we're gonna have that, that soft moment where he's like, "Sister, there's this guy bullying me at school and I don't know what to do." But then I'm be like, "Bro, I will kill him for you." It's like we drive each other crazy, but we got each other's backs. You know what I mean? Even though he doesn't want to admit that. Faruzan. I love her design, but she's annoying AF. Yao Yao. That obviously, come on guys. She's like a bunny character. Obviously, she's going to be my daughter. Oh wait, hold on. My daughter right here. Al-Haytham. Now, I know this man causes some controversy in the community. Like, he most definitely is like, aromantic, asexual, but like everyone is just like, "Oh my gosh, I want him so bad." But like he doesn't want anybody. Let's be honest, he just wants to be alone, reading his books, just getting money in the most minimal way possible. Like he's not trying to date. But like I said before, I do love me a man that make me feel dumb. Could I see myself marrying him? No. He will probably drive me insane. So I would say that it's like we could have had something. We maybe went on like a couple of dates, but then I was just like, "Bro, you're annoying." Dea, she is a baddie though. She is. I'm gonna put her in the "Don't You Forget About Me" cat. Oh wait, no. Actually, you know what? She's actually an auntie. She gives me auntie energy. She will be my aunt or my older sister, one of the two. Mika. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Kaveh. Okay, hear me out. All right, hear me out. Okay, everyone shut up. Hear me out. Like, I know that what every person looks for in a partner is someone who is financially stable. But here's the thing. If you grow up in a poor environment, and I mean like poor as an income, when you grow up, you're not gonna know how to save. You're just gonna spend money. That's just like how it is. Because as soon as you got money, when you're in that environment, you had to spend that money on something, whether it be food or bills. So you didn't really have the income to save anything because you barely had anything to get by in the first place. So yes, Kaveh is financially unstable. Aren't we all? Haven't we all been there? Can I get an amen? But I love me a man that is of the arts. Like he's an architect. He's clearly talented. He is compassionate, has a bleeding heart for everything and everyone, and that is so admirable. Sure, he's helpless. He's a pathetic napkin. His hand hurts when he plunges down with his claymore. Sure, but he's still mine though. You should aspire to be like him. Not the financially unstable part. Get your bread and save it in the bakery. Make sure to set your boundaries though. Don't like give your whole heart. It's funny how these two are next to each other. You're going to hate me for this. You actually might hate me for this, but he has to go into the I hate you category. I don't trust him. Yes, he's a doctor and he's like, naturally nice maybe, but I don't trust him. Something about those snake eyes that he got, I just don't trust him. Okay, this is Kiara, right? I see her as a friend. Oh my gosh, I'm on the third row of my friends. These three, I don't know their names. I'm sorry that I don't know their names. It's not even released yet. You can't be mad at me. See, what vibe does he give me? He feels like he would drop me in like a trap door that's full of spikes at the bottom. I don't know. That's just a vibe I get. I feel like he would murder me. It's a teardrop for me. I'm gonna put him in the "Don't Forget About Me" category. Isn't this the one that's the robot, right? I see this one as a friend. The robot one, she would probably be a friend too. Honestly, they need to add those other characters that were in the trailer, like Ryo, Ryo. That's like, how do you pronounce his name? I've been calling him Rio Thursey to my friend because I keep forgetting how his name is spelled. Okay, let me see if I'm satisfied with this. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the bottom. Okay, the I hate you, Diana. Yeah, you're exactly where you need to be. Actually, you know, I really don't want to put her here. Family. Okay, the travelers are my siblings. Albedo. Why is Albedo here? Wait, I don't remember putting him here. Did he put himself there? He needs to be right here. I still don't like that Toma is right here. With them being at the top, can you tell me what my type is? What do these three have in common that I love all of them? Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm satisfied. I would make like a different category, but you know, this video is long enough. But yeah. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's like random and I only play games on my channel, but it's just, you know, when inspiration hits me, I just gotta go with it. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you'd like to see more videos like this or any of the other games on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next video. Bye. You know, now that I'm looking at it, I think someone deserves to be up here. Maybe this one too. Yeah. Yeah.